Hi ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Ravenberg here again. The video that I'm going to do today is on Prometheus, and as usual there are all the links that you need are in the description below of this video. You'll have to excuse me. I'm feeling somewhat neurotic and filled with at least semi-filled with rage and anger. So hence me looking a bit, I don't know, in a semi-bad mood or an average mood instead of my usual semi-happy mood. Okay, instead of me just looking a bit semi-jolly, at least the way I usually look. In any case, that's the reason for me looking a bit more serious than usual. Yeah, where should I begin? Let's see. Yeah, my interest fell on Prometheus. I don't know, my intuition just told me. I don't know where I saw his name or something, and I was like, hey, something's telling me to research this guy. And I researched Prometheus, and as you can see, the result of that research is the article on Prometheus. Prometheus is another gem of a pagan god that I'm going to keep in mind. Let's see, all the pagan gods that up to this point I've had is that I have not worked with or dealt with, and that I'm keeping in mind. This is not including the Goeric spirits that are pagan gods or that have a pagan background. We're talking about genuine pagan gods that were always pagan and that were never demonized or turned into Goeric spirits. Pazuzu, Kronos, yeah, and thingy now, Prometheus. And I haven't worked with Prometheus, okay? I haven't worked with Prometheus whatsoever. But after researching him, I noticed that Prometheus is mercurial, with Virgo as a zodiac sign. His exact degree, 19 degrees, stands for hypocritical. That simply means that he has a contradictory nature, in the sense that he will overreach himself. There is a danger of him overreaching himself in getting you what you want, but that's normal. That's the whole myth surrounding Prometheus. The very fact that the phrase Prometheus is still used today, referring to him as an individual as well as a concept for mankind's progress and overall visionarianism and just success overall, specifically within scientific fields. That speaks for itself. But again, that's why the phrase or the notion of Prometheus, the allegory of Prometheus, is also used. And basically, when somebody makes a statement in the sense of that's Promethean, that means that's progressive, that's visionary, and that is excelling overall. Basically, the striving towards excellence in some certain field of subject matter, but at the danger of experiencing a great fall if one overreaches oneself. That is exactly what is being referred to when using the phrase Promethean, or even the movie Prometheus with Charlize Theron and so on. That's not too old. That movie wasn't too old, 2012. And that's what they meant basically, okay? All the disasters that befell them were basically Promethean in nature, okay? They're similar to Prometheus, okay? Prometheus stole gods, basically, as the myth goes within the Taitomachy. That means basically the fall of the Titans, the Titan gods, and then the rise of the Olympian Greek gods like Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. They overthrew their father Kronos and so on, and the other Titan gods. But Prometheus managed to keep himself out of that. Okay, Prometheus, as the story goes, he stole fire from the gods. He stole fire from Zeus and basically gave it to mankind after Zeus had taken it away from mankind, to punish them for some transgression that they committed, for something that they did. And he gave it to them, and as punishment, and he also assisted mankind in the pursuit of knowledge and general wisdom like mathematics and so on. And as a punishment for doing all of those things, specifically mainly the stealing of fire, Zeus basically binds Prometheus to a rock and an eagle then comes every day and picks out Prometheus's liver. Picks out Prometheus. He basically eats Prometheus's liver. He picks that liver out of his body and eats that liver, or part of it, and it grows back each night, only for the same thing to happen the day after. So basically that signifies a cycle of eternal torment or suffering. Again, the whole story of Prometheus hints at the dangers of overreaching oneself in the quest for excellence and the quest for self-ascendancy. So basically, if you try to improve yourself and you truly desire to be enlightened, there is a risk of experiencing a tremendously great fall, or eternal torment, or at least long-term torment, if you're not careful. If you don't know your limits, or if you go too far, or if you bite off more than you can chew, then there is the realistic danger of that happening. And I know that more than anyone as a magician. The striving for excellence comes at a cost, especially for me, from a neutral as well as a personal perspective. Okay, since I have a karmic personality, so basically the more I do, the heavier the load is on me mentally. All of this stuff does weigh heavily on my soul, but I don't mind, to the point that I'm used to it. The very fact referring to what I said in the beginning, that is happening, the whole rage and neurosis, again, only signifies that. But it's okay. Again, like I said, my slogan has always been no pain, no gain, okay? But even I have my limits, but I rarely constrain those limits upon myself, or I rarely place those limits upon myself. In any case, regarding Prometheus, and when I have never officially invoked Prometheus, I don't need to invoke guys in an official way anymore with the whole ritual holding and everything. Nah, that is more for making offerings during work if I want work done. But if I just focus on a guy, then that guy will appear like that. And that's the same thing with Prometheus, okay? Prometheus appeared as a red-haired and a red-bearded guy, well-dressed and everything. Physically, of a physical impressive stature. He was kind of like a muscular guy with the whole six-pack and everything. Of course, no bodybuilder, but let's just say a slightly above average guy in terms of posture and physical shape and physical fitness. And he wears a pair of boxer shorts to conceal his genitalia, and that is all. Again, there's a link in the article to give you guys, that leads to an image to give you guys an idea on what Prometheus looks like. He almost looks like one of those Irish ginger guys, with a red beard and red hair and everything, and just short red hair. And I just wanted to know what Prometheus, I just wanted the forecast, okay? I wanted to know what he has to offer me, and I saw that, and I was impressed with it, and I was like, wow, okay, I did not expect this from him. He's quite a powerful one and a skilled one. In my personal case, money would be on the table. He would bring me a significant amount of money via my medium of working, via my medium period, which would be occult endeavor. So basically more customers and stuff like that. Any occult venture that would generate an income or would generate financial assets. That's what Prometheus would be doing for me. So yeah, Prometheus is, generally speaking, I have no need of his services. I already have enough guys that I'm working with. I don't need him. But I told him that I'll definitely keep him in mind. He's hanging around even now as we speak. He's keeping himself in the background, yeah. Me thinking about him has drawn him towards me again, but that's it, I don't mind. He knows that, I already told him that I'll definitely keep him in mind if I seriously need him. Or if I need work that needs getting done, that is of his nature, or for which he's good for, which he specializes in. But that's basically it on Prometheus. He's a jack of all trades, mercurial and very good, and he works more in general terms. I saw that in my forecast too. He works in a solar manner, so he basically covers all fields. Okay, Virgo, generally speaking, the zodiac sign Virgo deals with health and working affairs. So literally all things are relating to work, whatever you construe as work. So what you do that gains an income or whatever, anything that you see as work. And aside from that, just general health issues. So Prometheus can help with all of those things. There is no specific thing that Prometheus specializes in. Okay, but yeah, definitely Prometheus can help you excel in your life overall, just like, or better said, being true to his myth. Okay, being true to the myth of Prometheus, being true to his story. Yeah, he can definitely help you excel in all fields in long-term working with him, or in working with him in the long term, better said. But again, like I said, what you need to be careful of, or what you need to be wary of, is the fact that Prometheus is that sometimes he might push you. So I saw that in my forecast too. Again, he might push you too far, or he might push himself too far in doing what you assigned him or asked him to help you out with. And as a result, one or two things might go wrong, or it might bring about some kind of misfortune or pain and misery, or it might take a while for him to get going in order to master what it is that you asked him to do. But again, nevertheless, he's definitely one to keep in mind. And another gem of a pagan god, like I just said, it's not all about power. Okay, it's also about applicability. You guys know from me that I am all about angels. I love celestial spirits, and pagan gods are definitely last on my list of guys that I want to work with. Pagan gods along with elementals and so on. I'm either angel, or in the worst case a demon. It's either angel for me or demon. So not literally worst case, but demons come in second place. But there are exceptions, and Prometheus is simply like Pazuzu, for example, and Kronos, another example.